Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hollow Point Game with your boy, Sheet79. How's it going today, my lovely people? Today, we got some Destiny in the background. I'm loving this game more and more. I finally beat the campaign, so now I have unlocked Crucible, which is the beta of like Capture the Flag 6v6, and it is fun. And I have some gameplay coming up soon after I get all the campaign stuff out of the way. It's amazing, and I have a lot of good footage, and I'm actually half decent at the online, which is surprising me because it's kind of like Halo. Wasn't never really good at Halo, but surprisingly good, and the game is just wonderful, and it's brought new life in the first-person shooter, something I thought was dead and over, but it's reinventing the brand. It's making me excited for the full game, and the customization already of just the beta. The full game is going to blow my mind. Okay, so the topic today is, it's kind of like a story. The first time I got drunk. I thought this would be a funny story to tell. I thought we all get some laughs and we all learn an important lesson at the end of it. So we'll save the lesson for the end and just we'll talk about it and have a good time, and I'll share a couple laughs with you. Okay, so the first time I got drunk, I waited till I was 19 years old for the very first time that I ever actually drank alcohol, to the point where I knew I was drunk, and I know what drunk felt like after this. What was I drinking? I was drinking Jim Beam straight and chasing it with Yingling beer. And I haven't drank Jim Beam since. It was that stuff went down so easy after a while. I remember shotgunning like 2 or 3 beers. I remember taking shots and body shots off of this girl I was seeing at the time, and it was a really fun time, a really fun party. But what was the occasion? There was really no occasion. It was just, hey, I'm off work, and so many other people are off work, and oh, my parents are out of town for the weekend. Sorry, mom and dad. But yeah, it was just, I was like, okay. I got invited out to a party, and I was like, all right, this is the time. I can stay here. He said I can stay here if I get too inebriated to drive. So, I'm gonna go hard. Cause I'm a bigger guy. If you don't know me in real life, I'm 292 pounds and 6'2". So I'm a pretty big dude. I'm very hefty, and I thought, hey, big guys can handle alcohol. Well, I handled it, but it came back and got me in the end. Some of the things I remember from that night. This is where we get into the fun stories. Some of the things I remember we were singing. They didn't have like an official karaoke thing, but we were playing music and people were up and singing. I remember I got up with one of my buddies and we started rapping a song by Lil Wayne and Drake. It's called Heifer. It's a good song, really, and I remember we were rapping that song, and somebody said I did the best Lil Wayne impersonation they've ever seen in their life. I remember playing a card game. I don't remember the name of the card game, but I won. I was good at it. The funny thing I remember is that this was quite a ways into the night. So mind you that I was like, yeah, let's do another shot. And I went to pour myself a shot, and I missed the glass completely. And they're like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, okay. So I go out. We're in a garage, so I go outside to take a piss, and I fall, and I continue to just piss. Like, I didn't try and stand back up or anything. I just laid there, and it just came out. And they're like, oh, come on, get back inside. Like, come on, listen to music. You're alright, we'll get you some Gatorade. So, drinking some Gatorade, and I'm feeling alright. I don't remember this, but apparently I started rapping again, just off the wall, a cappella, no music or anything. just nonsense. They said I was rapping like 3 or 4 songs all at once. They said it was real bad. I was slurring my words. They really couldn't understand me, and I wasn't making much sense. And I was trying to dance with this really hot chick, even though my quote unquote girlfriend was there at the time, and she got mad and left apparently, and we had a big fight. And I said I wanted to go home. They're like, "You're not going home," and I was determined to leave. So the only way they got me to stay was they're like, "Alright, let's do some more shots." So I did 2 more shots, and that's all I remember. So the rest of this is stories I've been told. Stories I've been told after that point is I did get to dance with this really hot chick, and apparently I made a fool of myself because I kept falling over. I don't remember falling over. I didn't have any bruises or anything, so it wasn't like unexplained, like, oh, where'd this come from, or why is my elbow all black and blue, or my knee skinned up. No, it was just, I woke up the next morning, and, I was a little hungover, but it was alright. I don't remember any of that, but I see a photo of me falling over trying to dance with her. Apparently I spilt beer on a couple people, and that didn't sit well. And then finally they kind of sat me down, and the person I was hanging out with had a drum set, and I tried to play the drum set, and apparently I knocked the cymbal. One of the cymbals wasn't like screwed on tight enough, and I was just like beating on it, and I beat it, and it flipped over, and it knocked like some of the drum set over. My friend, he wasn't mad. He's like, all right, that's enough. Just come over, sit at the table, drink Gatorade, drink water, just listen to the music. Stop doing stuff. This is what he said. He told me. And this is where the night went downhill. So I get up to leave from behind the drum set, and the dizzies hit me. And then this is where I knew. I was like, alright, this is the first time I've ever been like this in my life. This must be what drunk feels like. I'm dizzy, everything's like fading in and out of black, everything's losing color. I can't, everything has like a gargled sound to it. And then the dizzies came on strong before I even got to the table. I'm stumbling everywhere, can't walk a straight line. I made it to the trash can, and I just vomited profusely like 3 or 4 times into this trash can, and then I just laid up against the wall. And they got me a bucket, and they're like, hey, you wanna go inside, man? And I'm like, nah, I'm alright, or you know how you get. Nah, I just want to stay out here. I don't want you guys to stop having fun because of me. That kind of thing. And they're like, no, man, it's cool, we'll take you inside. I'm like, no, I'll stay out here. And then they kept insisting to take me inside. They said they really want me to lay down, on my side, and just go to bed and get some sleep it off, because it's just going to get worse, like the dizzies and stuff. I'm like, okay. I had enough, and I started to get mad. I'm like, why are you guys trying to get rid of me? And don't you want me out here anymore? So I go to stand up, and I stand up so fast, I just, boom, face planted on the ground, and that's it. That's all I remember from the night. I don't remember anything else. And, from what I've heard, like, I do remember, like I said that earlier, but I do remember some of those things, like puking and that, but after this, I just remember waking up the next morning. He said they had to carry me inside. 4 guys, they had to carry me inside. They laid me on the couch, and I was cool and everything, and they knew what they were doing. But the result was a nasty day and like a half hangover, just feeling I couldn't drink enough water to rehydrate myself. Like I knew what to do and how to combat this, but it just wasn't working. I took so much Tylenol because my head hurt, and I kept trying to fall asleep, but then I couldn't fall asleep, and then I wouldn't get comfortable, or the dizzies would come back real quick for some odd reason, just because I hadn't gotten enough quality sleep. So I had So that was pretty much the result of it. I mean, I had a really good time, and everybody says that it was a lot of fun, and I really haven't drank since. Drinking and, all that stuff really isn't my thing. I like hanging out with people. I've hung out with those guys before, and they've been drinking, but I've always been like, if somebody needs to go to their house, I'll be the DD. I'll designate drive. That's fine. I don't. I think I had more of a good time not drinking than drinking, which brings me to the point or the lesson I'd say earlier is don't drink and drive. Drinking and driving causes a death every 15 minutes in the United States. DUI or car crashes are the #1 leading killer of teenagers in the United States. And I know this is a heavy topic, guys, and you didn't come here to hear this, but it needs to be said. Friends don't let friends drink and drive. Those guys, they took my keys right away, and they put them away so I couldn't have them, so I didn't leave, and they weren't going to let me leave or anything like that. So if you're out drinking, and having a good time, I'm down you for it, no matter, how young or how old you are. If you're making this choice to do this, don't drink and drive. Don't, just stay where you're at for the night. And if they don't want you, if your friends are making a big stink about it, then they're really not your friends. Because anybody who's a true friend won't let you endanger your life or somebody else's life, just so you're not staying at their house. And if they're making a big stink about it, go out and sleep in your car. Make sure your car's out of the way of everybody else, and they don't get mad about that, and just sleep in their driveway, sleep in your car, do whatever, but absolutely never drink and drive. There's never a good reason to drink and drive. And guys, that's where I'm going to end the commentary today. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I hope you got a couple laughs from the first time I ever was drinking hard alcohol and got drunk. I had a really good time. It was really fun. Haven't really done it since, and I don't plan really on doing it. I mean, turned 21 in a couple months, so there's always that. I don't know if it's big in other countries, but here in the U.S., drinking on your 21st birthday is like going to a baseball game. Everybody does it in their lifetime. So, guys, have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. This will be up as soon as it's done rendering. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as the last Destiny video. I wanted that last Destiny video up by 6 or 7 today, but it took almost 13 hours to render. It was ridiculous, but hey, do what you gotta do. Anyway, it's been your boy, Sheet79. This is the Hollow Point Gaming production. Thank you. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. And if you really feel inclined to do so, you can go to imraising.com/sheet79 and donate to help make the show better. Alright, guys. Peace.